医院到。
他那下来之后，俺是谁从那屋那放下。
这些屋实在烦的屋。三个平方。
This was ferocious nature in full flow. Torrents of water tore through this town. Little was allowed to stand in the way. One factory worker was left stranded. He waded into the swollen waters just in time. A colleague then pulled him to safety. Battling the weather conditions, the emergency services are struggling to cope. This man said all the rescue vehicles in the town had been swept away. Elsewhere, a bridge collapsed, sending 6 cars plunging into the river. At least 12 people are still missing. Across the region, a massive rescue operation is now underway. It's been carried out by any means possible. The government says over 250,000 people have been affected by these floods. Hundreds have been left marooned, waiting for help to arrive. This region is no stranger to natural disasters. It was devastated by a massive earthquake in 2008. Well, torrential rain is sweeping across large parts of China, and it appears that in the worst affected areas hit by these terrible floods, there's going to be little respite. In Sichuan province, up to 15 centimetres of rainfall are expected in the next 24 hours. Martin Patience, BBC News, Beijing.
These buildings aren't made to withstand the worst flooding some parts of southwest China have seen for 50 years. Bit by bit, one by one, they crumble under its force. Life is precarious in Sichuan province. Thousands have been forced from their homes as the heavy rain has swelled once minor rivers into raging waters. In this landslide, a highway tunnel where hundreds are believed to be trapped. Bridges that have stood for nearly half a century collapse. Several people are missing after one fell down, throwing cars into the torrents. Nearly 500,000 people are estimated to be affected by this flooding. That number could rise with more downpours forecast. Even for rescuers used to this region's tendency towards natural disasters, this is a challenge.
Torrential rain and floods have hit multiple provinces in this country. By Wednesday morning, at least 12 people have been killed across China. 480,000 people have been affected by the flood. In the southwest, the rain triggered severe landslides on Wednesday in Dujiangyan City, Sichuan province. At least 17 have been buried and more than 300 trapped. Rescue work is now underway. Sichuan province is the heaviest hit region. Authorities have issued the highest alert in the province. Li Nan starts us off.
One of the worst hit places in Sichuan is Shifang City. What was once home has been torn away by the relentless flood. This man was trapped in a half-destroyed building, walking carefully with a stick. Luckily, he managed to make his way to safety. But some were not so lucky. The torrent turned houses into piles of bricks, carrying away lives in minutes. Wei Xiao, a local villager who shot this video, still trembles as he recalls the scene.
Flood was so fierce, it washed away our cars and trucks and the buildings. My colleague died in one of the buildings. We couldn't save him.
Panjiang Bridge is part of the main road connecting two cities. On Tuesday, the flood water destroyed it. At least 6 vehicles on the bridge were washed away. 12 people are missing. Search and rescue work has not been easy.
The biggest difficulty now is that the flood is too fast and the tides are so high. Our boats can't cope. All we can do now is to search along the riverbanks.
Over the past few days, at least 3 bridges have collapsed in Sichuan. The floods also triggered landslides, blocking major road links.
We have cleared this road several times, but the floods keep coming and the landslides are getting worse all the time.
By 9 a.m. on Wednesday, heavy rain had caused 5 deaths and left 16 missing in the province. Linan, CCTV.